Who's Bizak? Yeah, I missed y'all so much, man. Listen, I've been going a whole week. Y'all know I had a lot going on this past week, man. Been out here getting it done. How y'all doing this morning? Double tapping on my screen as you are coming into the room. Good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising, Happy New Day. Give me 1 second as I grab this up off of here real quick, man. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Y'all know the drill. Do me a favor while y'all waiting on me. Go ahead and be double tapping on that screen. Go ahead, yeah. Go ahead and be double tapping on that screen. Go ahead and be reaching them goals for me real quick. Go ahead and get that done for me real quick. Double tapping on that screen real quick for me, getting it lined up, getting ready for me to come up that way. I'm coming back up that way. I just gotta drop this in down here real quick. I just gotta, and I can't do it and walk on this treadmill at the same time, because baby, no. Baby would say, baby, no. Good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising, Happy New Day to each and every one of you guys. Just bear with me for just a second as you guys are reaching y'all goals on each one of the platforms. Go ahead, there you go. Thank you so much to Keisha, man. It was so good seeing you this weekend. I appreciate you showing up for me this weekend. I appreciate you so much, man. It was just amazing being able to put faces to names, man. It is truly a blessing to be loved by so many beautiful people, beautiful spirited people as well. Thank you so much, man. Y'all go ahead. Let's get into it. Double tapping on that screen right now. Benny Simpson, appreciate you so much. Come on, there we go. We got, okay, TikTok, I see y'all. Y'all at 1.6. Go ahead and get us up to our 10K. Can we get 5 badges? Can we get 5 badges over there on the gram real quick? Let's go ahead and get that going. I seen 1 pop. We need 4 more. 4 more. Let's get it going. It's been a minute. We've been chilling for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say chilling. That chilling is definitely not the word, because when I tell you that we have been working, I know everybody in the chat like, wait a minute, sis. Yeah, we love you, but chilling is the last thing that we've been doing. You done had us out here working. You have had us out here. And I say us because as much as work as Coach been doing, the Chosen family have been putting in work. These people have been traveling. They have been, yeah, man, they have been on it. They have been on it. They have been working. They have been getting the job done. So yes, it is definitely, we've been at it, man. Weekend. Thank you so much. Gail Loves Life. Cash, I appreciate you this morning. Drop it one more time for me, Crystal, because I didn't catch it. I was still trying to get my iPad. I got it right here, sweetheart. Thank you. I was over here getting my iPad together. Y'all know how it is. You working with electronics. It's like they'll start doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Good morning, Grand Rising, Rich Rising, Happy New Day. I just want to say to you guys, every single one of you that was able to make y'all way out here to South Carolina, right? Out here to South Carolina to make sure that y'all were here for my installment. I truly appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all so much for the love. Thank y'all so much for the support. For those of you that wanted to be here for the installment but was not able to for whatever reason, I just want to say thank you guys. I received y'all CAs, man. I looked at my thing. I said, oh my God, they have been blessing me up all weekend long. I appreciate all the love, all the support. You know what I'm saying? Every gift that y'all gave me. I got a prayer book. I got a new book to read over here, man. I got some nice stuff. And it's like all the gifts, everything that y'all sent me was so thoughtful. Everything was so thoughtful. And I'm going to go find me something with with what the money that y'all sent me. I'm going to go find something that is for me. And I will let you guys know, Chosen family, I will let you know exactly what it is that I go and get for myself. I truly appreciate it, because I ain't going to lie. I have a bad habit of y'all to send me something and like, go do this for yourself, do that for yourself, and I go do stuff for other people every single time. But I told them at breakfast when I finally looked at my phone, I've been so busy I really hadn't even looked at my phone. I said, y'all, I'm gonna go do something for me. So I really and truly am. I'm gonna go do something for me, and I want y'all to know that I truly appreciate all the love, all the support, and you guys just, you know what I'm saying, just loving me, and loving the way that God is using me. And I truly listen. Lily, you sound just like Tifa. That's exactly what she said, and you should. But Tifa be on me all the time about doing things for myself, loving on myself, making sure that I'm taking care of myself. Because, like, you know what I mean, I'm one of those people, you know, and I'm definitely working on it. I love people, I do. And you know, if you've been here with me for a while, y'all know it. I love people. I love to see them happy. I love to see them, you know what I'm saying, flourishing in life and having in life. And if it's any way that I could help them, then I would do it just like that. And it don't take much, man. I would do it just like that. But I'm definitely, as I'm growing in Christ, I'm definitely, you know, and I got people, sisters and brothers that's around me in Christ that love me, that hold me accountable, that say, hey, no, we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do that. Yep, they got to figure that one out. They will hold me accountable. They will tell me, no, we not, no. You know what I'm saying? Real quick, fast, and hurry. Let them figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you have to tell me. Then you have to tell me, but I'm definitely getting better. I love you guys so much, man. So thank you guys, everybody that was out here this weekend that came to support me, to be there in that moment with me. I truly, truly, truly appreciate you guys so much, man. I can see over here on the gram, I guess it's still messed up when it comes down to the comment section for some reason. Let me straighten y'all up, because it was bothering me. Y'all was crooked. But for some reason, my lives in the morning, it keeps doing that. It keeps freezing the comment section, and it will not allow you guys to continue to go. I don't know why it does that, but it's been doing that for a while now. You would have thought they would have got that fixed by now. But I want to say I love you guys, and listen, I miss y'all too. I miss y'all too. What y'all talking about? I miss y'all too. And when we left out, right? We left out in last week. And when we left out, we talking about my boy Paul, right? We were talking about Paul, and we were talking about that him shaking off the viper was not the last of Paul, right? That was not the last. That was not the last of Paul, right? You would have thought that Paul leaving there would have put Paul in another type of position, that once he left there, they would have freed Paul, because after all, Paul did, right? He is the reason why they survived the shipwreck. Paul is the reason why they survived the shipwreck. Paul is the reason why the priest's dad got healed, and the other sick people on that island of Malta, how they got healed. So if Paul was able to do all of these things, why wouldn't they free Paul? If Paul did all this good, why wouldn't they free Paul? Come on. Paul done did all this stuff that kept y'all calm. And the only reason why y'all are still here is because Paul was right there, encouraging y'all. You know what I'm saying? Calming y'all down. So the reason you made it over here because of Paul. So why is Paul still in bondage? Why when Paul, right? Why when, here go another person talking about when you going to start a church. Man, listen, I love y'all. We don't know yet. We gonna figure that out, friend. Hold on a minute, right? So now, here go Paul. You would think that when Paul got back that Paul would be free, right? Come on, Lily. You don't think that's enough for Paul to be free? You don't think at that moment, after Paul done did all of this, that he deserves to be free, right? Don't you think he deserves to be free? After he done all of that, 276 men off of a ship, everybody makes it over to the island of Malta, and not one single hair on their head is missing. Everybody over there getting warmed up by the fire. Everybody over there living good, enjoying life. He heals the island's priest daddy, heals him and the other sick people that's there. He shows them that he is this man of God when he is not swollen up and did not pass away from the snake bite. All of these things happen to Paul. And you mean to tell me that I still have to be on house arrest after I've done so much good in this earth? And what I came to tell you this morning is yes. What I came to tell you this morning is yes. As a believer, sometimes God will put us in compromising situations. When I say compromising situations, they're compromising in the flesh. But there are situations that we need to be in the spirit to reach those
people. You don't know why you're in that situation in that moment. You don't understand why you're in that situation in that moment. But it's people that you have to run into. It's people that you have to encounter while you're going. Yeah, there's nothing that happens by happenstance or coincidence. So what I need for you to understand, lock in with me real quick. Lock in with me real quick. Now, Paul has done all these beautiful things. He's gone outside of his way. He's healed people. All 276 folks that was on the ship have survived the shipwreck. He done got to the island of Malta and he's healed the chief priest, his father. He done healed the father. He done healed a people on the island that was also sick. Paul been out there doing God's work. Hello. And guess what? When Paul got finished doing God's work, when the ship finally came and they were able to board another ship, Paul still had to get on that ship a prisoner. Oh, come on. Yeah, I know. My church people done stood up. Yeah. See, sometimes you have to do it and your heart still hurt. Hey, now, say now. Sometimes you have to do it and you got tears flowing from your eyes. Come on, Lily, let's be real about it. Can we talk? Can we talk that talk this morning? Sometimes you're going to have to do it and your heart is going to be broken in a million different pieces. Sometimes you're going to do it and you don't want to do it. You don't feel like doing it. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you, sweetheart. And you got every reason in the world. Can we? Yeah. You got every reason in the world not to help them. You got every reason in the world not to come through for them. You have every reason in the world not to make a way for them. But guess what? You do it anyway. Understand me? Paul could have sat there and said absolutely nothing to nobody on that ship. Paul could have sat there and watched the people, the guards that was holding him hostage. He could have let them perish. He didn't have to tell them to sit down and eat. He could have let them stress themselves all the way out. He could have let them jump overboard like how they was planning to jump overboard. He could have let them do all of these different things. Understand me? All of this was something that could have happened. But when you know what you know, you are held accountable for that. Understand me? So Paul had to show up the same way that we as believers have to show up in situations that we look at and say, oh yeah, baby, I should. Yeah. Thank you, Krista. I appreciate you. You and I both know what you deserve. Yeah, come on. I'm gonna wait on y'all. Eating Nicole, thank you. See, some of y'all right now, y'all having to love people that hurt you and it's bothering you. You having to love some folk. You have to be nice to some folk. Yeah, you have to extend that olive branch to some folk. You have to show up for some folk that did not show up for you, that did not provide for you, that did not do it for you. Understand me? And that thing is tearing you every which way but loose. Understand me? You like, man, look, that ain't what I want to do. Hello, understand me? But the thing that you want is gonna be on the other side of that hard. If it's challenging for you, if it's hard for you, if that's something that you really just don't want to do, go ahead on and do it. Hello, go ahead on and do it. Why? Because that's what they're expecting. Folk be expecting for you to treat them the same way that they treated you. Folk be, that's for somebody. That's for somebody. Hold on, Amanda, because you're ready to go like I'm ready to go. So you got to be good for a second because I want to get this out. Be good for a second. Say, I don't need you or Rashad standing up. Sit down, right? Listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. Some folk are waiting on you to behave the way that they behave. They're waiting on that negative energy. They're waiting on you to get down on their level because they know exactly what it is that they deserve from you. Understand me? And when you don't give them what they deserve, when you don't give them what they deserve, right? When you don't give them the mean, you don't give them the nasty, you don't give them the distance or the abandonment that they was expecting from you, and you show up, it's undeniable. Understand me? It's undeniable, baby, that it's the God that is in me. Understand me? They can't say that you're not who you say that you are. Hello, somebody, and they don't like that right there. Come on, good morning. What you say, Coach? They don't like that. They don't like that. They don't like, yes, that be the problem that they have with you. Come on, IG. Let's get 5 badges rolling over there on the gram. Let's get 5 badges rolling on the gram if you done dealt with somebody. Oh, you want me to be that so bad. You want me to be that evil individual so bad. You want me to treat you like how you treated me so bad. You want me to be a liar. You want me to be a cheat. You want me to be a manipulator. You want me to be narcissistic. You want me to be toxic. You want me to exchange that type of energy with you so so bad just so that you can justify your behavior. You want me to do that to you so that you can feel better about what it is that you've done to me, right? That's one of the reasons. And the other reason is this, because some folk, whether you know it or not, they do this. They do this. They be chatting. Come on, Benny Simpson. Talk to me now. They been, come on, Rebecca. Hold on. They be chatting. They be chatting, Lily. They be chatting. And what you mean when you say that they be chatting? They be chatting, and when they get to chatting, they tell all the negative things about you. Understand me? They make sure that anything that's bad about you, they ostracize all your mistakes. Thank you so much, Chef T. I appreciate you. Oh, they go outside of their way. They done went outside of their way to bash you. They done went outside of their way to discredit you. They done went outside of their way to try to talk bad about you in every which way. Understand me? And every time that you show up not like the person that they spoke of. So everybody around them is looking at them like you's a liar. Understand me? I've never seen that person behave that way. I've never seen that person do a thing like that. Oh, wait a minute. They are the total opposite of whatever it is that you said. They're the total opposite of the picture that you painted. That ain't even them. The things that you say about that ain't even them. Understand me? So they go overtime trying to get a reaction out of you, trying to get you to respond in a way so that they can say, I told you so. Carrie K, come on, baby. Yeah. They go overtime because they waiting on that moment to be able to say, I told you so. This is why you got to remain. You got to keep and you got to protect your poise. Understand me, your calmness. When you show up, you should show up and all they see all on you, all they get from you is the God that is in you. So it's undeniable. Understand me, it's undeniable, baby. It's something different about this woman. It's something different about this man. As much as I want to say that I don't like them, thank you so much, Travis. I appreciate you, sweetheart. As much as what I want to say that I don't like them, as much as what I want to say that they not this and they not that, I cannot deny the fact that they are anointed. I cannot deny the fact that when they speak, I feel it in my soul. I can't deny. As much as I want to say that, I don't like this, I don't like that, I'm not in agreement with this, I'm not in agreement with that, and this right here is this and this right. I cannot deny the fact that they are different. Hey, now, say now. It's some, See, you're going to run into some folk that, they're going to try their hardest. They try their hardest to find a reason not to like you, a reason not to, Oh, but they can't, there's something about them that's just different. You have to show up into every single environment, and you have to have that different. Hello? You have to have that different. So even though Paul is a prisoner on this ship, he has that different that is about him. He has that different, so different, that even though they're pacing the floor in suspense, they follow what it is that he's saying. Understand me? How you the guard? How you the CO? And you over here following what a prisoner tell you? How are you the one that's in charge? And you over here following what the prisoner told you? Shouldn't you be giving instructions? Shouldn't you be delegating? Shouldn't you be the one telling folk what to do? What's going on right here? Understand? Make that make sense. One thing about the God that we serve is this right here. Hello. Come on in the room now. One thing. Come on in the room. Yeah, because see, some of y'all be out here playing with God, right? Some of y'all be out here playing with God. Let me make it make sense for you real quick. Paul is on the ship. Paul is a prisoner on the ship, and he's giving out instructions. The people that are supposed to be over Paul are following the instructions that are being given by Paul. Lily, hold on, because I'm going to walk it down, right? Understand me. Paul is a prisoner. He's giving instructions to the guard. When have you ever heard of a CO paying attention to what the prisoner is telling them? Understand me, following the instructions of the prisoner. The only other time that you can, and now you don't hear that, but you did hear it over in Joseph. Hey, come here, sit down. Listen, what you say, but it did happen with Joseph. But it did happen with Joseph. Oh, we're definitely gonna have virtual church. That is a given, okay? That is a given. But I want to teach for a few minutes. Well, I'm trying to teach you. But y'all can't just break out and dance before we get the teaching going on. They don't know how to act on Facebook. Amanda is already halfway down the virtual aisle. Lily is standing up in front of. the other people can't see me. Get out the way a little bit. Understand, we're going to have virtual church this morning. But it did happen with Joseph. The tree's scary. Come on. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Watch what I do. Watch what I do, Kira. Hold on. It happened with Joseph. And why did it happen with Joseph? Because Joseph had an alliance with the Most High God. Joseph knew that the Lord was with him. So as long as the Lord was with Joseph, he was succeeding in everything that he done. So even though Joseph was in the prison, Joseph was running the prison. The guard, understand me, the CO, the warden of the prison gave Joseph rights over the prison. And he put everything over into Joseph's hand. Why? Because he acknowledged that the God that was in Joseph, he acknowledged the fact that Joseph, what? He had that what? He had that difference. You'll know, If I was going to have a topic, my topic of the day is, do you have that different? 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 Come on, I just want, it's a serious question. Serious question. This happens to be my first morning walk in worship since being installed. I was installed on Saturday. So we're going to treat this like an initial sermon. And we're just going to give it a topic and everything. Do you have that? Do you have that different? Do you have that different? See, it was something different about Joseph. The different do you have that different? It was something different about Joseph, that Joseph was able to run the whole entire prison. He's a prisoner running the prison. Why? Because he had that different. Understand me, what was that different? That alliance with God, that partnership with God. This is the reason why I'm telling you that you have to be in partnership with God. I have to make sure that you fully understand this. When you are in alliance with the Most High God, then he has the ability to do what? To make things behave in a way that is not consistent with their normal behavior. Understand me, right? Would you say that's a no for some folks? Some folks like, ooh, I thought they was going to be mean. I thought they was going to be nasty. I thought they was going to curse me out. I thought they was going to treat me how they treated everybody else. But for some reason, I walked into the office and they loving me. I walked into the room and they all accepted me. I walked into this space where everybody told me I gotta watch out for this and watch out for that. But when I walked in, it was completely different for me. They didn't treat me the way that they treated everybody else. Do you have that different? Hey now, say now. Do you have that different? Yeah. She said, See, when you have that different, then God will do what? He will cause people and places and things to behave in a way that is not consistent with their normal behavior. What does that mean? They don't normally act like that. Understand me? They don't normally act like that. They don't normally talk like that. They don't normally carry on like that. It's something about you that makes them submissive. It's something about you that makes them act right. It's something about you that makes them pull their pants up, that makes them change up their verbiage. They don't even use those type of words until you come around. Hold on, wait a minute. Now you ducking and hiding what you got. Whoa. It's that different. Paul had that different. Joseph had that different. Understand me? So now here go Joseph on the ship, and he tells these people this, right? The prison guards, the ones that's supposed to be dictating, that's supposed to be giving out the rules and regulations. You're taking these things from a prisoner. Paul said, you've been facing in suspense. Sit down. I want you to sit down, and you need to eat. Because if you don't sit down and you don't eat, then you're going to perish. Understand me. It won't be the shipwreck that's going to take you out. It's going to be starvation. You are going to self-sabotage. I need for you to understand. Follow me. He says you're going to self-sabotage. It ain't got nothing to do with the shipwreck. It's going to be all you. Double tapping on the screen, all 3 platforms. And now what are you telling us this morning? I want you to do a self-evaluation on yourself. I need you to see where it is in your life that you're starving you out. Understand me. Where are you not showing up in your life? Where are you not not being your best self in your life? Where in your life are you not handling business? Because there can be areas in your life that you're not showing up, that you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, that you're not handling the business that you're supposed to be handling. Ain't nobody destroying you but you. Ain't nobody hurting you but you. Ain't nobody breaking your heart but you. Understand me. These are things that you don't pay attention to until it's too late. These are things that you don't look at until it's too late to be. Thank you so much. These are things that skip your mind, skip all the way past your mind until it's too late. The enemy don't want you doing self-evaluations. Why? Because he want to keep you stuck. He want to keep you unknowing. He want to keep you unsure. This is why this has got to be a practice, something that you're doing on a regular basis, right? So he makes them aware of what it is that they're doing to themselves. Paul, this don't even make no sense. How you trying to keep them healthy? If they don't eat the bread and they keep pacing the flow, Paul, then they're going to get fatigued and they're going to be tired and they're going to be too tired to be able to hold on to you. You will be able to get away. Paul, if you let them continue to pace the flow and not eat, they going to crack over. Understand me? And you ain't got to worry about it. You can go free. Paul was already free. Paul was already free. Because the moment that we become in partnership with Christ, we realize that freedom is a state of mind. Paul was already free. Understand me. You might not like the situation that you're in. You might not like what it is that you got to deal with right now in this tough part of your life in this moment. And it might feel like a prison to you. You might feel like you stuck right there. You might feel like, I don't know how, and I don't know why, and I don't know what's happening in this moment. Understand me. That might be how you, freedom is a state of mind. Understand me. That's what it is. Like the more that you look at it, the more that you're sitting in it. Paul could have done a whole bunch of things, but he sat right there. Why? Because he was already free. He was already spiritually on a whole nother level. Paul already understood that there's nothing really that you can do to me. Understand me. There's no way that you can honestly harm me. Not at all. So I might as well go ahead and be honest with you and tell you to sit down and eat, because we're going to make it to where we're going to make it to. Every single one of us, they get over there, right? They get over on the Malta and all these beautiful things happen, and you would think that at this moment that Paul would be turned loose, and he's not. Why? Because freedom again is a state of mind. Very freedom is honestly an illusion. The whole world is an illusion. They don't like when you say stuff like that. They don't like when you say stuff like that. Everything is based on your actions. For every action, there's a reaction. There's a divine right of choice. For every action, there's a reaction. And the flow of your life is going to be based off of your own decision making. Yeah, it's going to be based off of the decisions that you make for your life. It's either you want to or you don't want to. It's either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it. Understand me. And either way, you're going to either have benefits or you're going to have consequences. That's how life works. There's no escaping it. There's no cheating it. There's no getting over on it. In this situation, Paul, already understanding the situation that he's in this moment, right? He goes over here and he still shows up as a person that is in partnership with Christ. He does all of these things as a person that is in partnership with Christ. He watched people's mood swings flip back and forth, love him in one setting, then dislike him and question him in another, just to go back to loving him after he done what they wanted him to do. Come on, talk to me. What did you say? In one season, they called him a prisoner. He was a prisoner. In one season, they was bashing him and doing all kind of stuff, right? And then the next season, when he started healing folks and giving them folks what they wanted, then all of a sudden, now they started loving him again. When he, See, as long as you're giving people what they want from you, oh, they'll love you down. As long as you're showing up for them how they want you to show up for them, oh yeah, they'll love you down. As long as you're bending over backwards and you sacrificing yourself, them folk will love you down. They will go outside of their way, understand me, to do this, that, and the third, as long as you're giving them what they want. Why? Because they are benefiting from it. Understand me? Because they are benefiting from it. It's hard for somebody to have something negative to say about you when you always giving to them, always doing for them. Understand me? So when Paul just got to the island and got bit by the snake, now he's a prisoner. Now he's an unaliver. And that's the reason why he's in them chains. That's the reason why he's going through what he's going through right now. Surely, that's what they said. Surely this man is this and surely this man is that, right? This is a conversation conversation that these folks is having. The same folk in the next setting, when they seen that he did not swell up and become unalive, now that he's healing everybody, now it's something different. You got to be prepared for people to flip-flop on you. When you got that different on you, hold on. We gonna talk about it. When you got that different on you, you have to be prepared for people to flip-flop. Put that in your notes. I want that as a note. I want you to put that in your notes right there. That is very important. That's something that you need to keep in the front part of your mind. So when it happens, you're not shocked, you're not surprised, you're not thrown off. Understand me. When you got that different on you, when you have that different on you, like how Paul had, like how Joseph had, like how David had, when you got that different attached to you, you have to be, you have to know that people are going to flip-flop on you. Job had that different, right? And he had to be flip-flop. You have to be prepared for folk to flip-flop on you. Understand me. In one moment they're saying this, in the next moment they're saying that, and you cannot be thrown off course with it. You can't be distracted by it. You can't be shocked by it. This is the nature of these folks. Yeah, go ahead and send some love. All 3 platforms, we might as well. Yeah, we might as well. I see we almost at 50K over here. Let's get to it. We're going to pull 100K easy. Easy work over there. TikTok, let's do 100K. Let's go. We're going to do 100K. Let's go. All right, yeah. You have to understand that when you have that different on you, you have to be prepared for folk to flip-flop on you. When you have that different attached to your name, understand me. Yeah, it's power in that different, right? One thing that I just told you is what? God had, when you're in partnership with him, he has the ability to make a thing or a place or whatever it is to behave in a way that's not consistent with its normal behavior, right? So when you got that different on you, when you show up in environments, the way they receive you is completely different. So now he goes through all of this, and then when he get out, right, when the boat come and they load up on the boat, then he find himself what? Still on house arrest. How is it that this man is still on house arrest after all of this has happened, after he done gone through all that he's gone through? You would have thought that this man would have been set free. No, he wasn't set free. And the reason why he wasn't set free is because these folks still have an issue. What you saying? Some folk gonna forever have an issue with you. Some folk is gonna forever have an issue with you. And this is why the accepting and adapting is so important. Some folk are never going to apologize. Some folk are never going to acknowledge what it is that they done to you. Some folk are going to always hold on to their bitterness. They're going to hold on to their arrogance. They're going to hold on to their ego. And they're going to, even though they know that you're not the person that they say that you are, they will still hold on to you. And this is a perfect example of how y'all see that this man is with Christ. How y'all see that this man is not the monster that you're trying to make him out to be. You still holding on to him because some folk don't want to be wrong. Understand me. Some folk don't want to be wrong, even though they know that they are I am talking to somebody today. Hear me. Hold on, Kara. Some folk know they so wrong about you. They know that you are nothing like the person that they said that you were. Nothing like the person that they done gossiped to everybody about you. They know they've been lying on you. They know that they have been discrediting you. They know that they have been treating you unfairly, and they are way too embarrassed to tell anybody that truth. Understand me. They are way too embarrassed to tell anybody the truth. They are way too ashamed, understand me, to say that I know that I lied about them, that they wasn't this and they wasn't that. You have to know they'll still do what? They'll do you the same way that they did Paul. They were still holding on to Paul after all the good that he had done. Understand me. After all the healing that had happened, they were still holding on to Paul, even though they knew that Paul was not who they said that he was. You don't need their apology. You don't need their acknowledgement. You don't need the closure. All you need is the partnership. You have to move on without it. You have to move on without it. Sitting and waiting on them to acknowledge it, to accept the fact that they did you wrong, to admit that they lied, that they cheated, that they manipulated, that they took advantage of you. Some folk are never going to admit that. As a matter of fact, they will start to dig the lie even deeper and deeper. Sis, move on without it. Bro, move on without it. Because truth be told, them apologizing to you is not going to change the hurt that you felt. Them accepting responsibility and acknowledging that what they done was wrong is not going to soothe the pain. It's not going to take back the tears. Understand me, it's not going to do any of that. You've already felt what you felt in that moment. Understand me, now it's time for you to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and get back into this game of life. That's what you have to do. Understand me, because sitting and soaking in it, sitting there trying to understand it, sitting there begging for them to give the apology, give the closure, or any of those things is nothing but self-sabotagement. You're not going to do anything but slow up your own healing process. The only thing that you're going to do while you're waiting on that is slow up your own development. Understand me, everybody's speeding past you because you still caught up in your yesteryears. Everybody's speeding past you because you're still crying yester tears. At one moment or another, you have to look at this thing for what it really and truly is. You have to see people for who they are and not what you want them to be. That's just you. And I'm going to move on without it. You have to keep going right on without it. Paul did not allow the fact that they knew that he was a man of God, that he had different attached to him. Paul did not sit there and argue with those people and say, you see that I'm different. You see what I've done. You don't see the good works. You don't see this. You don't see that. Paul did not sit there and argue with those people and give them 1,000,001 reasons of why y'all should turn me loose, why y'all should set me free, why am I on house arrest. He didn't sit there and debate with those folks. Why? Because sitting there and debating with folk, trying to sell yourself to folk, is taking away your attention from what you're supposed to be doing. Instead of Paul sitting and arguing with those folks, going back and forth with those folks, Paul used the time that he was on house arrest after coming back. He ministered to his visitors. I'm going to teach whether I'm in here or I'm out there. You holding me ain't going to change my heart. You holding me is not going to separate me from him. Come on. Yeah. You making it hard for me ain't gonna make me separate from him. Understand me. Some folk have to say that, baby, yeah, you trying your very best to distract me, you trying your very best to drag me, to drain me. You want me to throw in the towel so bad. You want me to give up so bad. You want me to walk away so bad. No matter what it is that I'm dealing with in my life, I want you to understand that I will not nothing separate me from him. If I can preach on the ship, I'll preach on the ship. If I got to preach on the island of Malta, then I'll preach on the island of Malta. If I have to be over here in house arrest, then I'll minister while I'm over here on house arrest. But the word gonna be the word, and the word is going to go forth no matter what. Understand me, this is the mindset that you have to have. This is the passion, this is the grit, this is the grind that you have to have, because the adversary's job is to apply the pressure. Understand me, his job is to test and to tempt you. His job is to distract you, to drain you. His job is to rob you of everything that is good that is in you. He's doing nothing but his job. Are you doing yours? He doing his job. But are you doing yours? He's doing his job, but the question is, when he's doing his job, are you doing yours? How are you showing up? Are you showing up like you got that different attached to you? Understand me. Are you showing up like you got that different attached to you? Because one thing about it, two things for sure, is this right here. The world is going to be able to tell. We're living in a season right now, right? We're living in a season right now where your life is doing all the speaking for you. Understand me, whether you think that these folks are watching you or not, I need for you to bring your ear all the way to the phone. Come all the way up. That's right, stop doing what you're doing real quick because I need your undivided attention. I want you to understand that we're living in a season right now where the world is watching. This will be televised. This will be on all social media platforms. Folks is watching you, whether they are double tapping, whether they're liking, whether they're sharing, whether they're commenting or whatever. Folks are watching your life. Understand me, because they're waiting on that aha moment. Some folk are waiting on the aha moment, and some folk are waiting eagerly, and they're waiting to see if you're going to do it, because the moment that you do it, they also know that they will be able to do it as well. And you're not going to be able to tell the difference in between these two people. You're not going to, why? Both of them are going to come smiling. Both of them going to come looking like supporters. Both of them going to come looking like they got your best interest in the front part, right? They're going to both come looking like, oh, they love you just like that. You're not going to be able to tell the difference. And this is the reason why you have to make sure that you got that different. Hey now, say now. Hey. You got to make sure you got that different, right? You got to make sure you got that different, that you got that different, and that different is going with you everywhere that you got to go. Understand me, because as long as you're carrying that different, it's something different about you. As long as you're carrying that different, everywhere you go, everything that you do, everything that you touch, every way that you move is going to be successful. Yeah, understand me, as long as you got that different attached to you, then life is going to be so much easier for you. When you see it, but you don't have any emotional attachments to it. I love you, but you don't belong to me. I love doing what it is that I do, but if this changed tomorrow, then guess what? I have to accept and adapt. Yeah, I understand me. Yes, this is a habit. Been doing it for such and such long, but if this is not something that I'm no longer able to do, then I have to do what? I have to accept and I have to adapt. I got to continue to move. Why? Because I can't afford to sit still. I cannot afford to throw in the towel. I cannot afford to give up. Why? Because that different that I got with me, that different that I'm in partnership with, that different that I show up in every environment with won't let me sit still. That thing won't, yeah. What you say, Coach? That different that I carry with me, it won't let me see. It won't let me sit still. Well, Jeremiah says it's like fire. It's like fire. That different that I take with me. Jeremiah says, come on. I want to act right. I don't want to do that right now. I want to act right. Jeremiah says, it's like fire. It's like fire. The different that I carry with me, understand me, it's like fire. And I don't want to talk about it, but I can't talk. I cannot not talk about it. And then when I say that I'm not going to talk about it, then it ends up coming out anyway. And when I try to do this, and I really can't not do this, because that different that's attached to me, it makes me go ahead and do it. It's like it's burning within the inside of me. Understand me? It's just, I can't get that thing up off of me. I be saying, oh, I ain't gonna say nothing. And then all of a sudden, I'm saying everything. I say, I ain't gonna do it. But then all of a sudden, Jeremiah says like fire. It's that different. It's that different. I got that different. That God in me won't let me just sit. That God that's resting in the inside of me. Understand me. I can't just sit and let you think, for a second that, you're more powerful, or that you have that type of authority over me, because you don't. Hey, now, say now. Sis, sometimes you have to look at that enemy directly in the face, and you have to let that enemy know, baby, you don't have the power nor the authority over me. Hello, somebody. Can we get 5 badges on the ground? Yeah, that's just a word for you right there. You don't have the power or the authority of me. Sometimes, come on, Facebook, can we get some love going on the book real quick? You have to look that thing directly in the face, and you have to let it be known, baby, I am more than a conqueror. I am more than victorious. You will not shake me. Understand me. You will not shake me. me. My foundation is strong, baby. Understand me. This is strong. I got concrete at the bottom of this. I am very solid in what it is that I know and what it is that I trust and I believe. Understand me. Come on. Let's get to it. Can we be real? Can we be real, TikTok? Sometimes you have to show up. Can we get some love going? Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate you. Sometimes you have to look at that thing and you have to respond to that thing the same way Job did. Baby, though he slay me, yet will I trust in him. I see my life. I see what's happening in my life. And no, I'm not liking it. No, I hurt a little bit. I have a human experience, but I'll never be separated. I'll never give up. I'll never throw in the towel. Though the adversary may slay me, yet I'll trust my God. Understand me. He will never leave me nor forsake me. Understand me. I know that I will succeed. I know that I will come out of this. I know that this will not be the end of me. I will not be defeated. I would not be defeated. Oh yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, come on. I'm coming up out of this. Sometimes you have to look at it. Yeah. Hardest things in your life. Thank you, Kira. Hardest things in your life. And you looking at it, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna come up out of this. Everybody looking at you cross-eyed, everybody looking at you crazy because they're trying to figure out. And how do you think that that's going to happen? Because as long as I got breath in my body, I got activities of my limbs, and I got that different in the inside of me, baby, it ain't over until my God says that it's over. It's not over until my God says that it's done. Understand me, baby, it's not over. Yeah, I just want y'all to put that in your notes. I want you to put that in the notes. Drop it in my chat for me, Crystal. I just want to see it. I just want to see it in the chat. Put it in the chat real quick. Baby, it's not over until my God says that it's over. It's not over until my God says that it's done. And in every single day that he's waking me up and putting breath into my body, understand me, it's a brand new day. He's giving me a second chance and another chance and another chance to be able to correct whatever it is I need to be correcting, to work on whatever it is that I need to be correcting. It's not over until my God says that it's over, and it's not done until my God says that it's done. Hey now, yeah, come on. Yeah, how Ray Charles said, you got the right one, baby. Oh yeah, you got if you thought I was gonna roll over, oh baby, you got the right one. If you thought that if you thought I was weak-minded, if you thought I was gullible, if you thought I was one of them go for anythings, oh baby, yeah, you got the right one. You better be prepared to tussle. You better be prepared to square up. Understand me. Oh yeah, you didn't even realize that I'm really one of them ones. Hello, somebody, when you got that different attached to you, you show up different, baby. Yeah, you show up different. Your response is different. You don't wait on them to come and put the rock on your shoulder and say, knock that rock off. Baby, you show up, understand me, slinging rocks from the door. Yeah, you didn't even know. Got my 5 stones and my slingshot. I'm showing up like David, understand me, prepared to do whatever got to be done. Y'all can laugh and y'all can joke and y'all can pick and y'all can taunt them folk over there, but when it come down to me, oh baby, I ain't going for none of that. When you have that different attached to you, then you show up different. They laughed, they taunted, they picked, and they had all of that going on until David showed up. The Goliath looked at David and says, you're but a boy, you're but a child. How dare you come at me with sticks and stones? Do I look like a dog? 5 stones, 1 slingshot. Hey now, say now, when you got that different attached to you, when you got that different attached to you, oh baby, I got 5 stones and a slingshot. We can get it on right now. Understand me? Oh yeah, we can get it on. We can get it on. And I love it when you underestimate me. I love it when you underestimate me. I love it when you look at me and say that I'm not able to do it. I love it when you look at me and say that I'm not capable, that I'm not worthy, that I'm not skillful enough. Understand me? Because I got that different in me. I got that different in me. Hello, I got that different in me. So when you say it to me in the world, then I probably would have broke down. I probably would have went into depression, stress, and anxiety. I probably would have balled up in the fetal position and prayed that God took me up out of here. That's what would have happened if I was in that type of mindset. But when you are in alliance with the Most High God, understand me, you know that when they're looking at you and they're thinking that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy enough, that you're not capable enough, when they're counting you out, then you're realizing in that moment, you're basing that on what you see with me. Y'all gonna tear it up. I know they gonna tear it up. I know they gonna tear it up. You basing that on what you see with your carnal eye. You don't even realize that it ain't me that you in battle with. Hey now, say now, come here, Amanda. Yeah. See, you don't even realize that the one that you're gonna be in real battle with is the one that's dwelling on the inside of me. Baby, listen, I ain't gotta defend myself. I got a defender. I don't have to defend myself. All I gotta do is stand here. I ain't gotta defend myself. I ain't gotta put my hand on you. I ain't gotta step out of character. I don't have to exchange no negative energy. I don't have to ruin my good mood or my good day. None of that. All I gotta do is that's how he be moving. That's how he be moving. Understand me. When Goliath looked at David had 5 stones in a slingshot. He underestimated him because he looked at him as a boy. He did not realize that the real fight was not between him and David, but it was between what was inside of David. David was anointed at 12 years old. Understand me. Was anointed way before his time. Didn't even know that this is what this meant in his life. He just knew that there was something different about him once they put the oil over on his head. Once they put the oil on him, it said the oil was just running all over him. Understand? Telltale sign that you are in fact the king. Don't look like the king. Don't talk like the king. Don't got muscles like the king. You've been out there dealing with the animals in the field and all of that. Understand me? So what people have to understand is that when God called who he called, they don't always fit your preference. Understand me? When God calls who he calls, they're not going to always look like how you want them to look. They won't always walk in how you want them to walk in. They won't always be living how you want them to live. But when God put his call on you, hey, now y'all see why we couldn't do this Saturday. Now y'all see why we couldn't do this Saturday. Yeah, we to tear them people church up. That ain't our church. We had to, oh, come on. Hey, sit down. You ain't gonna always look how they want you to look. You won't always be how you want them to be. Come on now. So you're looking at him and he has this question for him. He has this, who you think I'm a dog that you come at me with sticks and stones, having no idea that it wasn't even David, that he was over there, that he was going to be about to battle. Understand me. So you got Paul. Paul is out here and Paul is over here running. Thank you so much, Candace. Paul is over here running the boat because of what? Because of the different that's attached to him. David gets out here and he slays Goliath. How does he slay Goliath, coach? Because of the different that's attached to him. We talked about Joseph and how did Joseph end up running the prison, coach? Because of the different that was attached to him. Understand me? Yeah, you have to be real about this thing. We spoke about Job, and how is it that you're going to say this about Job when Job lost every single thing? Job lost every single thing. How can you say that Job had different attached to him? Because in that moment, when we speak about the book of Job and we look at everything that Job went through, right? And we understand that Job experienced the experience that he had because Job spoke out of his lips that my greatest fear hath come upon me, which was his fear of him losing everything. And what did God do? God came tiptoeing along, right? Because Job, you must not know the different that is attached to you. He slid up in there like a smooth operator. If you ever watch Good Times, you know this how my boy went. Yeah, he would slide up in there like he was about to tell his mama and them something. He had a little lean and he would cross his hands back and forth like, yeah, you have to lean with a little bit. Hold up, Job. Wait a minute. You must have forgot who you are in alliance with. You must have forgot who was on your side. You must have forgotten the different that was attached to you. Say, hold up, Job. You must have forgot that I am the great I am. You must have forgot that I'm the Alpha. And that I am the Omega. I am the creator of all things. Job, hold up. Wait a minute. You must have forgotten. Yeah. You must have forgotten. Hold on a second. Let me do you one real quick. Hey, Satan. Yeah, have you tried my servant Job? Understand me. Yeah, to this day, we over here, we trying to figure out why would you refer Job? Understand me. Job wasn't over there asking you to update his resume. Job didn't ask you to put him over there in that type of situation. Now, how you knew I wanted to do some work? I might have been out here here enjoying my livestock. I didn't ask you to put me to work, and here you is going to recommend me. He was recommended to the adversary. Understand me? Now, on the outside looking in, we looking at it like, why in the world would you do such a thing? Why in the world would you just tell somebody to go mess with somebody that you love? Understand me? Listen to what I say when I say it to you. Why in the world would you tell somebody to go mess with somebody that you love? Sit in it. Sit in it. Sit in it. Do you know how much trust, how much love and loyalty that God had to have in Job for him to recommend Job to the adversary? That meant that God looked down at Job and seen Job as a real servant. He looked down at Job and saw the heart of Job and said, yes, the thing that you fear, that you have more power, more authority than what you're giving yourself credit for. Job, hold on a second. Let me show you that this ain't about fear at all, my love. Come here, beloved. Let me break this down for you. This right here, this thing that you're going through, talking about your greatest fear, this should never be your greatest fear, because the same God that gave it to you is the same God that can give it to you 10 times more. The same God that made a way for you is the same God that'll make a way for you 10 times more. The same God that's causing your harvest to harvest is the same God. Understand me? The same God that will make that harvest 10 times more. Your fear as a believer should never be the fear of losing anything. Understand me? Because your God is a provider. Hello, somebody. Your fear as a believer, you should not even have the spirit of fear. Understand me? Because your God is a God that is creating a provider of abundance, of overflow. That partnership. To look at Job, he had to have some showing of love in Job. He had to see Job and see the heart of Job to understand. Let me show you something real quick. Hey, now, you have to understand one thing. So we're saying on Job, the problem with Job is he said that my greatest fear has come upon me, right? Now God is doing what? God is showing Job that he has more power over fear, more authority over the fear. And the fear that he has, baby, that ain't nothing. And he need to let that right there go, because he is a God that is above all, right? So what does he do? He's also, not only is he showing to Job that you don't have to operate with that spirit of fear, because I can do exceedingly and abundantly more than you could ever ask or think. I can give it and I can take it away. And when I take it away, it's only because I'm going to replace it with bigger and better. All I need you to do is hold your faith. That's it. That's all. What you say? Hold your faith. Put that in all capital letters. That's red ink. Throw red ink on that. You cannot write that in all black. Put that in red ink. When you're going through the toughest times of your life and you feel like you're experiencing that Job moment, I got to hold my faith, baby. Hello. Back in the day, the old folk would say, hold my mule. They say, hold my mule for me. But right, we're going to put it in 2025. Hold your faith. I got to hold my faith. They say, I can't let it get fatigued. I can't let it get low. I can't let it go into the red. I can't let it have a deficit, right? So now in this moment, he's showing this to Job. But what else is he doing, coach? Hey, what else is he doing? He's showing the accuser that you are still a liar. Hey, this on spot. This is so, come on, talk to me nice. Talk to me nice today. Go ahead, double tap on my screen, all 3 platforms. Over there on the gram, can we get 5 badges on the gram? Double tap on the screen, can we get 100 over here on the Book of Many Faces? Double tap, can we get up to 100K over here on TikTok? We almost there. We at 94.0. Double tap on the screen. He's showing Job that you're fearing something that you have power over, more authority over, because the different is inside of you. You are in partnership with the different. So you ain't got to fear because of who you are in partnership with. But then I got something that just hit my spirit. And I didn't say this yesterday, but God, I thank you. Thank you so much, Marilyn. Thank you so much. Is it Amanda Topless? Thank you so much. They almost there. They had 99.4. They're at 99.4. He's showing the adversary something too. He's showing Job that you're bigger than fear. You have more power, more authority than fear. And you have absolutely nothing to be afraid of. But he's also showing the adversary that you're still a liar. He's showing the adversary that you are still a liar. Well, what do you mean by that, Coach? Because the adversary is the accuser of our faith. Understand me. The adversary goes to and from on a daily, reporting the fact, oh yeah, you think that they love you like that? You think that they care for you like that? You think this, you think that about these people, and these people that you love so much, these people that you keep giving all these chances to, these people that you keep forgiving. You kick me up out of heaven, but you keep giving them chance after chance. You kick me up out of there, but then you keep on allowing them to keep doing what they're doing. This right here, that ain't right. He's an accuser of our faith. And by God utilizing Job, right? And Job going through everything that he's gone through, right? Having all of these experiences, can you not see the celebration that the adversary is having in this moment? So what happens is when Job's wife come and say, you know, you might as well go ahead and curse your God and become unalive. The adversary already dancing. He already celebrating. Because he already see that Job's fear is manifesting itself. But he became a liar and exposed again as a liar. The moment that Job let the words, though he slay me, yet will I trust him, he became a liar all over again. Like, wait a minute, I told you that he was going to give up because he looked like he was about to give up. I told you he was going to throw in the towel because he looked like he about to throw in the towel. I thought it was over for this man because this man been out here crying. This man that lost his children, he done lost his cattle, he done lost all of this. I just knew that it was going to be over for him. Understand me, right? He knew this at this moment. It was God toying. I felt like he was playing with him. I feel like he was playing with him. He made him think that he could do it, but he knew he couldn't do it. He started to celebrate, I'm sure, because, he started to celebrate because he seen that God, I was finally able to take something from Job. I was finally able to ruin something in his life. I was finally able to get close to him. God didn't recommend Job because he wanted to throw Job up under the bus. He didn't recommend Job because he wanted to end Job's life. Understand me. He didn't do that. He did what he did to Job because he knew that Job was not going to turn on him. He knew that Job was not going to throw in the towel on him. He knew already this thing was already fixed since the very beginning. Understand me. But the thing that puzzled me was that, so you have to know that the enemy genuinely do be knowing as well, right? You have to know he took his chances because he saw fear. He took his chances because he saw fear. And that's the point that I'm making. The moment that the enemy can instill fear in you is the moment that you give him access to your life. The moment that he saw that Job was operating with the spirit of fear, he had a way of entry inside of Job's life. So he was able to get in there, but he wasn't able to wreck shop because he was able to take everything except for Job's heart. What'd you say? He was able to take everything, but he wasn't able to take Job's heart. He was able to take everything, but he wasn't able to take Job's heart. He was able to take everything, but he wasn't able to take Job's heart. He was able to take everything, but he wasn't able to take Job's heart. Come on. I see you, Lily. He wasn't able to. Listen, the Bible says what? He says, guard your heart because everything that you do flows from it. Guard your heart because everything that you do, it flows from where? It flows from your heart, which means if you keep the same heart, that everything that you got, you can always get it back because your heart is still in the same place. Understand me? He says, the Bible says, guard your heart because every single thing that you do flows from it. Understand me? So you were able to take all of these things, but you was never able to take Job's heart. His partnership, his alliance with God. Job had that different. He was tied up in that different. Do you have that different? What's your different looking like? Job went through the hardest time, toughest time of his life, and he was succeeding at that thing because of his different, because of the God that he was connected to. He was able to survive. He was able to replenish every single thing that the enemy had took from him, was given back plus more. The thing that you want out of this life is going to be on the other side of that hard. The thing that you want out of this life is going to be on the other side of that hard. And you have to be willing. When life is going hard, you have to be willing to do it harder. When it's getting difficult, you have to be willing to do it difficult. When it's getting tiring, you have to be willing to do it and do it even when you're tired. You have to never give up. You have to never throw in the towel. You have to never lose your footing. Because these things are going to happen. These things are going to happen. He never promised us a life where there will be no trials, where there will be no tribulation, that where there will be no dark hours. Understand me, we wasn't promised that type of life. That wasn't something that he gave to us. He said that you are going to face trials of many kind. He said that there will be some struggles. He said that you will face some obstacles, that you will face some difficulties in your life. How you handle those trials, those difficulties, those hard moments in your life when you're facing those things, how you handle them, how you respond to them, the energy that you give to them is going to determine whether or not you go to that next level or not. This is why you have to always ask, where's my difference? Something different about me, baby. Yeah. I might look the same. I might look like the person that I've always looked like. Might sound like the person that I've always sounded like. Understand me. But when I tell you I got that different attached to me, I'm telling you, you might think I only got 5 rocks in a slingshot. But baby, when my different step up in front of me, baby, yeah, ain't gonna be nothing that you can do with that. You might think that you're putting me inside of a prison and I'm gonna be over here whining and crying. But you better acknowledge the different that's also attached to me, because my different gonna make me go from being a prisoner inside of this prison to actually running this prison. Understand me, when you show up in my life and you want to wreck my life and you want to turn my wife against me, take my children from me, ruin all my harvest, take all of my cattle and leave me over here down bad, in Job's words, slave. Understand me? Yeah. You gotta know that that different is still in me, and I'm not throwing in the towel. I'm not giving up. I'm not disconnecting, because though you slay me, I'm still going to trust in him. I'm still going to rely on him. I'm still going to seek him. Understand me? That's the mentality that you have to have when you are attached to that different. I ain't the same. I'm different. I ain't the same. I'm different. I'm different. Sometimes you're different. You have to reintroduce yourself. Baby, I know I look the same, talk the same, all of that. But yeah, baby, I promise you that I'm different. And when you thinking that you at war with me, when you thinking that you got beef with me, when you think you got a problem with me, it's really not me that you got the beef with. It's really not me that you got the problem with. Understand me? I've already surrendered that a long time ago. I've already released that from my life a long time ago. I've already freed myself from that a long time ago. I don't even walk around with no hate in my heart towards you. I don't even walk around. And yet, understand me, I'm not talking to you, but I'm not talking about you either. I'm not slandering you either. I'm not going outside my way to discredit you either. I'm not bringing up in your name in places where you're not at either. Understand me? Yeah. I'm so different, baby. I'm so unbothered, baby. I'm so unattached to that, baby. Right there, that right there, what's going on? I don't know nothing about it. Why? Because of my different. Hello? Yeah. Hello, baby. I ain't, wait, what y'all on? I ain't even, what y'all on? I ain't even on that. Don't even know nothing about that. I'm so disconnected from that, so far away from that. You did what? Did y'all catch that when I say freed? Hey, now, say now. Did y'all catch that when Rashad, did you catch it when I said freed? Baby, I didn't freed myself from that. I didn't freed myself from that hurt. I didn't freed myself from that pain. I didn't freed myself from that letdown. I didn't freed myself from that disappointment. I didn't freed myself from, all that negative talk. I didn't release that, baby. I didn't got that up off of me. That right there, that ain't even something that I trip over anymore. That ain't even nothing I cry about anymore. That ain't even nothing that get up under my skin anymore. I just step right on past that and keep right on going. You see how I turn to the side? Hit him with the smooth walk, baby. Smooth right up out of there. Baby, I didn't freed myself from that. I'm no longer that individual anymore. act different. When you're operating with Christ in partnership with the Most High God, you become different. You ain't got to worry about what people think, what people feel, what they gonna say. Because God has what? The ability to make people that had a beef with you, that made people that had a problem with you, all of a sudden be at peace with you. Would you say, God, when you're in real partnership, I'm talking real partnership. When you're in real partnership with God, and you're prioritizing your spiritual practices, when you locked in Him with Him both day and night, and you've already told Him, I need you to lead my life. I need you to fix it for me. I need you to do this, this, and this. God will do what them same folk that was at beef with you, had beef with you, at war with you, felt a certain type of way with you, towards you. Guess what He'll do? He'll have them be at peace with you. The same one that's talking negatively about you will be the first ones to come and pour into you. The same ones that counted you out will be the first ones that's over there showing love to you. The main one that was the ringleader that had everything going, coming in, stemming right over there from them, they'll be the main one to step up and try to defend you. Understand me? And say, well, you know, it was this and it. Oh, yeah. That's what happens when you're different. That's what happens when you're different. We're talking real alliance. We're talking about really being locked in with Christ. We're talking about showing up different. We're talking about having a different level of grit, a different level of grind, a different level of passion. Every single person that I named, understand me, I need you to know something about these people. These people were willing to show up different in their life. Understand me, when God calls you, when God puts you in position, understand, and the reason why I use those people is because if it was time for me to do that sermon, right? If it was time for me to give me the minutes. If you was giving me the minutes, the reason why I use those people, I lose Job because Job was used unexpectedly. He had no idea that he was being put into that position that was unexpected. And he had to do what? He had to hold his faith. Job didn't know what was happening in his life. He didn't sign up for that job. He didn't go to God and say, give me something new today, right? That's not what he done. The reason why I chose David is because David was anointed at 12 years old. He had no idea that this was about to happen in his life. He out there gathering the cattle. He didn't know what was going on. They left him out there. He didn't even know that they had anything going on in the house. He was left out on purpose. David was the black sheep. David was the one, the runt of it all. Understand me? All the other sons standing up in here, they washed up, they cleaned up, they smelling good, got their oils on, got all their muscles. The Bible talk about how cute all of them was, all masculine, all of them was. And then you have scrawny David come up in there, and I use David to say that, understand me, that you're not going to always look the part. You're not going to always look like what they think that you should look like. Understand me, sometimes you're going to come in, and when God decides that He's going to use you, you're going to be filthy. You're going to be smelly. You're not going to be your best self. Understand me, you had no idea that this was coming. Come on. I used Paul because I wanted you guys to understand that Paul had no desire to be a part of the faith. He was the biggest persecutor of the faith. He wanted to take out anybody that believed in Christ. That's not what he wanted at all. Understand me, he was kicking against it. That was not in his things to do. Understand me, I don't want to do this. I want to take out everybody that believe. I want to get at everybody to believe. He even went as far as to do what? To go and ask the king for permission to be able to do so. And on his way to go and do what he had already sought out to do, then unexpectedly, boom, he gets knocked up off his horse and he's blinded for 3 days. Understand me, sometimes God calls the ones that had the most to say. Paul had that change of heart and became one of the greats. And I use Paul because I want you to see how a person can live their life this way, their whole entire life this way, go through all of these things, be out here enjoying the world thoroughly, understand me, living what they would call their best life, and all it takes is one encounter with the Most High God that will change every single thing about that individual, that would take the taste of drugs out their mouth, that would take the taste of alcohol out of their mouth, that take the lying spirit out their mouth, and they understand me, every single thing that they were doing, how he would remove it all the way right up out their mouth. You have to understand, one encounter, all it takes is one encounter. I use Paul because all it takes is one encounter. This is so important that you know, that you fully understand. Hear me when I say this to you. You don't have to be embarrassed by the life that you lived. You don't have to be embarrassed by nothing that you've gone through, because it wasn't people that knocked Paul off that horse. It wasn't people who gave Paul that experience. That was between God and Paul. That was a conversation that was between God and Paul. He asked Paul, why is it that you persecute me? He didn't have a bunch of people run up on Paul and say, why are you persecuting him? When God is dealing with you, he's going to deal solely with you. When God is calling you, when he's appointing you, and you don't have to get you don't have to get verification from nobody. You don't have to get acceptance from nobody or approval from not nobody out here. These mere mortals, understand me, these mere mortals, you have to know, some of them will never approve of you. Some of them never will support you. Some of them never will take a word from you. You have to know that, not because you don't give a good word, not because you're not anointed, not because you're not called, not because you're not in the right position, but because you don't fit their preference. Oh, hey now. But because you don't fit their preference. And that's okay. Because you are not for everybody, and everybody ain't going to be for you. But whoever has an ear, let him hear. Whoever the word is for, let them receive their word. And you cannot be caught up on the ones that reject. And you can't be distracted by the ones that accept. Because your alliance is with the Most High God. Your employment is with the Most High God. Your loyalty should always be with God. When you are a true believer that's locked into God and his word, you have to understand that right there, that relationship, that's between you and him. You should be a walking, talking, living, breathing example of what Christ would be right now in this world today. How would he show up? How would he handle this situation? How would he come through in this situation? That's your job. Paul showed that on the shipwreck. David showed that with Goliath, right? Joseph showed that in the prison. Job showed that when he was dealing with the adversary. And I want you to know that if I could, can I do it? Just put yes. Just put it. Can I do it? Because I got one more. I really do got one more. And I don't want to leave her out. I got one more, and I don't really want to leave her out, Unique. I got one more. And And I want you to know that sometimes God will go the long way to get to you. Sometimes God will go the scenic route to be able to get to you. Sometimes he'll go the long route to get to you. Right? Just to make sure that you know that this was divine alignment, that this right here is happening in a time that I wanted to happen in. Understand me? Because if we go back to the woman at the well, the Bible shows that Jesus took the scenic route. He took the long route to be able to get to her. There was a shorter route that he could have went to. But if he would have went that shorter route, then he would have got there before she got there. See, she got there in a time where she could be there by herself so that she wouldn't have all the eyes eyes on her. He got there, yeah, she would get there early so that all the spectators and all the haters and the people like to laugh and joke. Thank you so much, Christina, for that CA. For all the people that wanted to laugh and point the finger at her, she would get there around that time so she didn't want to have to deal with the ridicule or the humiliation or the murmuring of the other folks. So she got there a little bit earlier. So what Jesus done was he took the scenic route so he can make sure that he got there at the same time that she got there. What you say, sometimes your God will go the long way for you. He'll go, oh, yeah. He'll go, yeah. And you'll be like, I don't even deserve your grace. I don't deserve your mercy. I don't deserve your forgiveness. I don't even deserve how you keep showing up for me, how you keep opening doors for me, how you keep, Why do you love me like how you do? Understand me, how you love me like how you do. That's when you got that different attached to you. When you got that different attached to you, ain't a devil in hell that's going to stop what he's going to do in your life. When you got that different attached to you, there's not a man nor woman walking God's green earth that's going to be able to stop what he's about to do in your life. Understand me, it's power in having that different attached to you, right? So he gets there when she gets there, right? Now she's over there. Now keep in mind, he's from a whole nother tribe. And back then, if you're not, from the same tribe as these people, you're not even supposed to be holding conversation with them. But we know that our God is a God that breaks all rules, that breaks all protocol. Understand me, he don't care nothing about these man-made laws. He don't care nothing about all these things that these Pharisees and Sadducees and Pharisees and every other seed then wrote down. Jesus was out here doing exactly what he was called to do, which is the same exact thing that we are called to do. We are called to be what? Different. We are not all supposed to look the same. We won't all show up the same. We won't all live the same. We are called to be different. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna act right. I'm gonna act right. I can't look like, I can't look like this person, and I can't sound like that person, and I can't show up like that person because their tribe is their tribe. That's not my tribe. Understand me, I can't come in and become them, and because that's not my tribe. Understand, that's not my tribe. That's not my people. Those are not the folk that was assigned to me. Understand me, the people that's assigned to me, they are assigned to me. The people that's assigned to me are going to find me. Understand me, when the time is right for them to find me. I won't be what, come on. Yeah. You have to understand, you're different. Hey, I'm trying to go. But there's something about realizing that we're supposed to be different, that we're not all supposed to be the same. And the reason why we're not all supposed to be the same is because we all have a different group of people that we are called to minister to. We all have a group of different people, understand me, that's a part of our assignment. Yes, understand me. Sometimes you're going to look at folk and be like, well, why are you like this or why are you like that? And why this and why that? Because it's people like me that need him. And they can't accept it from people like you. It's people like me that need him. And they can't get it from people like you. We called to be different. Hey, she says, bingo. I'm trying to move on from that. I'm trying to get from there, y'all. I am. I promise y'all. I'm trying to. Man. Do you have that different? Do you have that different? Are you operating in that different? Yeah. Do you have that different? Yeah. I come on, Blair. I'm trying to be good so we can get through this. Yeah. I promise you. I'm trying to be good. Yeah. Just give us a minute. Just give us a minute. Sometimes you look at yourself and you say, I'm not worthy because I don't look like how they want me to look, and I don't live how they want me to live. And you be over there counting yourself out. You sitting on the edge of your bed and you want to praise God. You want to worship God, but you're so concerned about how other people gonna feel about you praising God and worshiping God. And I just came to tell you this morning, baby, you are called to be different. Understand me. Don't let nothing or nobody stop you from worshiping. Don't let nothing or nobody stop you from giving him his praise. Don't allow nobody to tell you that you cannot be in that word. Understand that you can't teach that word, that you can't preach that word or any of that. Understand me. Well, yeah, I need for you to know that he'll go the long route for you. He'll go the long route for you. Come on. Yeah. And anybody that try to do that to you, I need you to understand, hear me with your heart. Yeah, don't, yeah. I would say don't tear it up, but tear it up. Tear it all the way up. I need for you to understand that if anybody is trying to separate you from the will of God, if anybody is trying to tell you that because you are this or you are that you cannot pray, that you cannot worship, that you cannot have a connection with God because of any reason, I don't care what the reason is, because of any reason, I need for you to understand that in that moment, you have to look at the adversary, because you're dealing with the devil. Right then and there, you're dealing with the devil. You're dealing with the evil spirit, because only the adversary is the only one that's going to tell you that you're not deserving of his grace, that you're not deserving of his mercy, that you're not deserving of his love. Only the devil will tell you something like that. Understand me. This is because he says, my love covers a multitude of sin. He says, my love covered that. I went to the cross for that. I bought redemption back for that. Hey, come here. He said, yeah, I know you, yeah, I bet you won't put I paid it in full. I bet you won't put I paid it in full in that chat. He did what? He paid it in full. That debt already been paid. That debt already been paid. Come on, Cook. That debt already, he paid it in full. That right there, that's been taken care of already. That's been taken care of already. You're crying about a debt that you don't even have anymore. You trying to scrape up payments for something that's already been taken care of. I've already slid through your spiritual bank. I've already took you out the red. Understand me. As a matter of fact, I got you over there, and you got an overflow and don't even know that you got an overflow. You have abundance and don't even know that you have abundance. You don't even know that it's available to you because you're so caught up in this right here that you don't even realize what I'm doing right now in your life. What he said, I went the scenic route for you at this moment in time when you're not from the same tribe of a person. You're not even supposed to hold conversation with a person. And here go Jesus over here breaking all protocol. He's over there talking to a woman that's not from his tribe. Understand me? He done traveled all the way over here to another area, and he comes up to this lady and he start talking to this lady over here at the well, right? Now he's over here. He talking to her. She looking at him like, why is you talking to me knowing that this is going against protocol? He tells this lady the biggest flex ever. You can drink from this well that your father, right, Jacob gave to you, and surely it will quench your thirst. Understand me? It'll quench your thirst, but guess what? You're going to be thirsty again. He said, yeah, you can drink from this. But if you drink from this, then you're going to be thirsty. You're going to be thirsty again. What did he say? If you drink from this world, if you have set your life up and based on what it is that this world is going to give you, you're going to live a life that is constantly thirsty. And you're going to be constantly relying on this life, this world, to continuously replenish you over and over and over again. You're going to be looking for their validation. You're going to be looking for their approval. You're going to be looking for their acceptance. You're going to be looking for their pats on the back. You're going to be waiting on their green light. You won't make a move unless they say that it's okay for you to make a move. If you drink from this worldly thing, oh baby, yeah, you're gonna thirst again. Surely, he put the word surely over there. Surely you're gonna be thirsty all over again. But then he says to her, but if you drink from the well that I got, if you drink this water that I got, baby, you ain't gotta drink from this number one time. And once you drink from this one time, it's gonna flow. It's gonna flow for you. Understand me? If you drink from this and you drink from it one time, I promise you that you won't be thirsty again, that you won't have to go through that again, that you won't, yeah, understand me. Now she's sitting up here. She trying to figure out her life. Because she's trying to figure out, who are you? Jesus exposes himself for the first time in scripture to the woman at the well. What'd you say? People will go outside their way to try to discredit you. Go outside of their way to try to discredit you because of the life that you've lived, the experiences that you've had in your life. They'll go outside of their way, and they'll try to make you feel like you're not good enough, you're not worthy enough, that your life is not in alignment enough. But the first time that he exposed who he was to anybody was to the woman at the well, the woman who had 6 husbands and was currently living with a man that wasn't hers. Out of all these apostles, disciples, all these other folk that you could have said this to, 5 husbands, and then the 6th one that ain't even yours. And out of all these people that you could have exposed yourself to, this is who you expose yourself to? Out of all the people that you could have exposed who you were to, this is who you chose? It's going to be a lot of folks in your life that's going to be looking at you like, why you? Why you? And how does it happen? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it's a lot of people that look at you the same way that they looked at her. It's going to be a lot of folk that'll look at you and they've already made up their mind that you're not her. You're not him. That you're not good enough. They're ready to belittle you. They're ready to slander you. They're ready to make you feel like you're worthless. But when you are in partnership with God, then baby, that's a whole nother ball game. A whole nother ball game. Don't let this world talk you out of your blessed life. Don't let this world finesse you out of your blessed life. Don't let this world, understand me, bamboozle you out of your blessed life. Don't let this world set you up for failure because you are trying to, right? Because you're trying to fit in. Thank you, Shay Shay. I appreciate you. Because you're trying to fit into what they want you to fit into because you want to look the part of what they want you to be. Understand me. Don't let this world finesse you because it will. God is willing to go the extra mile for you. He's willing to do it for you. But you have to be willing to do your part. You have to be willing to give your yes, to surrender everything that is connected to you. You have to be willing to show up. You have to be willing to make it happen. And you don't have to be perfect. And you don't have to be perfect. None of the 5 people that I mentioned was perfect. And as you go and deep dive into more of their story, you will find out that I only spoke briefly about them. I only glazed over it. You will find out that these people, oh, they had some stuff with them. Oh, these people had some stuff with them. If you're going to be real, bring it on up to the front, bring it on up to the front like, Coach, you know what? I got some stuff with me. Hey now, say now. Yeah, these people had some stuff with them. If you're going to be real, you're going to say, Coach, yeah, I ain't going to even sit up here and lie to you. I got some stuff with me. I got some stuff with me. I got some stuff in my life. I got some stuff that I've done, some stuff that I've been dealing with. And guess what? And you can be free from that. You can let that right there go. You don't have to take that another day. Understand me? Because the God that we serve is a forgiving God. He's a forgiving God. He's not caught up on what it was that you done back then. He's not even caught up on what you done on yesterday. What we need to know is, are you willing to surrender it today? Are you willing to walk away from it today? Are you willing to release it from you on today? That's the only thing that matters. And when you step away from this live video, I need for you to step away automatically knowing that I'm more than enough, that I'm in connection with the different. Understand me, that it ain't about what I can do. It's about what my God can do. And I know that he's able to do exceedingly and abundantly. Understand me, it's not about, right? It's not about how far I can go. It's about how far my God is willing to go for me. Understand me? Yeah, you might look at me and you might think that I'm not enough. You might look at me and you might feel all these other things about me, but you don't know what I'm in connection to, right? You don't know what, my different. My different. You, my different. You have to be willing to surrender it. You have to be willing to walk away from it. Everything that we talked about this morning was about people who came with issues. People who had to acknowledge God's power and God's presence in their life. Everything that we talked about this morning is us speaking about people that are just like us right now today, that have our own trials, our own tribulations. People like us that's being tested right now today, that's being put to the fire right now today, that may be experiencing hell right now in our life today. And you might feel like, oh, it's so unfair. And I just don't understand because I'm such a good person and I just love people that I don't know why it's always something happening in my life, while it's always something that I got to deal with. Paul went from one shipwreck to another shipwreck. Paul went from being in prison on the ship to being in prison on Malta to being in house arrest once he got back over into Rome. Understand me, it ain't just you. This been happening since way back when. So yeah, you can let go of, oh, it's just me, I'm the only one going through it. No, Paul was going through it. And it didn't matter how good he was to anybody. It didn't matter how much he healed anybody. It didn't matter how much he came through for anybody. He still had to go through it. And we will too. He still had to go through it. And we will too. Grab your 5 stones. Get your slingshot. Because it's time to ride. Grab your 5 stones. Grab your satchel. Because it's going to be that time. You're going to face some giants. You're going to face some obstacles. You're going to face some stuff. And the last thing I want you to do is be distracted. So distracted that you miss your mark. See, you can't afford to be distracted because if you got a slingshot and you got it has to hit in the right, it got to hit in the right spot. You have to pull it back just enough and turn it to where it hit in the right spot. But if you distracted with the things of this world, then now your aim is off. You can't afford to miss the mark. Because missing the mark is going to cost you. It's time to ride. You can't miss the mark because missing the mark can cost you. When David showed up, he showed up knowing who he was attached to, who he was connected to. David took Goliath down with one rock. He didn't need all 5. And I told y'all chosen family before, the only reason why he had 5 rocks is because Goliath had his brothers out there. It was a total of 5 of them. So he showed up with a rock for every giant. For everything that was going to move. For every, it's hot, Draw the line, baby. I will step over it. I come from the old school. We draw the line in the dirt. Whoever step over it first. Oh, David stepped over the line. David volunteered to take him down. And he showed up prepared. He said, David had 5 rocks. I got one for anybody that want to move. Anybody that want to jump in and want to help. Anybody that feel froggy. Oh yeah, I came fully prepared. But if you not focused, if you not locked in, then you will show up with one rock and have 5 giants. You might take one down, but the other 4 gonna work you. They gonna turn you every which way but loose. You gotta be in position You got to be prepared. You got to be ready to go. Just like that. Come on, man. Your commitment has got to be locked in. Just like Joseph. Joseph did not care where they put him. Joseph did not care about the environment. From the pit, to being sold to the Ishmaelites, to being given over to Potiphar in Potiphar's house, and to the prison, his alliance remained the same. That never changed. Job, no matter what it was that he went through, no matter what it was that he lost, the greatest lesson for Job was learning that he was bigger than fear, more powerful than fear, had more authority over fear, and that the God that he served would never leave him nor forsake him, and that anything that he gave, that he could give it 10 times over again, as long as he stayed connected. You have to stay connected. You have to stay locked in. You have to stay committed. Even when it don't look how you want it to look. Even when the harvest look like it's drying up. Even when it looks like the finances is not financing how you want it to finance. When the support don't look like it's supporting how you want it to support. When the family don't look like it's familying. When the relationship don't look like it's relationshiping. When things don't look how you want it to look. God is saying, don't get focused on the look. Understand me, because I'm going to do it in a way that it won't even look like how you think that it's supposed to look. But when it come out, when it pop out, it's going to be undeniable, baby. When it pop out, when it come up out that shell, when you dust it off a little bit, understand me, it's going to be something that's going to blow your mind. You're not even going to think that that would have came out of that right there. It won't always look like how you want it to look. Come on, be kind. Be patient with it. Be patient with it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Be patient with it. Hey, be patient with it. I'm going to do what I'm going to do with it. But hold on. Hold on, be patient with it. A seed look like a seed until it turn into a rose. Understand me. In the beginning, it's just a seed that you put in the ground. In the beginning, it's just a seed. A little seed that you put in the ground. Ain't nothing spectacular about it. But once you put it in the ground and you start watering it and you start putting the food out there, nourishing it, every single day you walk by your porch. And when you walk by your porch, y'all know I stay with an illustration. So just follow me. Double tap on my screen. Let me get some love on all 3 platforms. Let me get some love. Let me get 6 badges. We need to reach our badge goal on the gram real quick. On the gram, we need 6 badges. Yeah, I want to say this to you. When you're walking by your porch, you're walking by your porch every single day, right? And all you see is concrete and dirt. It's nothing there, but you planted the seeds already. You got the seeds in the ground already, but you're walking by every day, going to work and coming back from the work, and all you see is nothing but dirt, nothing but dirt. There ain't nothing there. But then eventually, what happens? You start coming out for work. Come on, Lily. You coming out for work, and you start to see something peeking about the dirt, right? Being patient with me. I'm becoming, baby. I'm becoming. I'm not what I'm going to be just yet. Be patient. I'm just an ugly little seed right now. Understand me? I ain't nothing but dirt right now. I just look like little gravel right now. But be patient with me. I got something brewing, baby. I got something brewing. I got something growing. I got some stuff that's happening behind the scenes. I know you can't tell it just yet, but be patient with me. Understand me? It won't always look how you want it to look right off. And you're going to work every day. You see this, and all of a sudden it's peeking through. You get a little bit excited because you see a little peeking through, and then before you know it, right, just right before your eyes, all of a sudden now it's coming up out of there, and before you know it, you got a whole walkway, and it's beautiful. You got pink roses, you got red roses, you see the green leaves, and now when you're walking by it, you admiring every single way, all the way to the car. You admiring the green, you admiring the red, you admiring the pink, and it's blowing your mind learn how something that was just a little teeny seed that really didn't look like much, all of a sudden it developed into something that is so beautiful, Melissa Reed, that what happens is when you look at it, it makes your heart flutter. When you look at it, you just all of a sudden, even if you're in a bad mood, it lifts up your spirit because you're admiring the beauty. You're blown away with the beauty. You're looking at it and you're like, oh my God. How could something so small become something so beautiful? How could that change my mood like that? You ever been in a really bad mood and somebody that you love sent you some flowers? When I say this is going to change everybody's mind about flowers. And they bring you the flowers, and it's something, you look at the flowers, you're looking at the colors. You're looking at how it's arranged. You even smell it. And then all of a sudden, it lifts your spirit. All of a sudden, you're like, oh man. You go from being in that mood to all of a sudden just having gratitude because you're looking at God's work. Like, how are you able to make flowers have colors? How you know the right type of green to put on a leaf? How do you know how to place the sunflowers with the yellow on the outside and the brown on the inside? How are you this skillful, this talented, that you were able to create something so beautiful? Your whole mood changed. Just like that. How you start and how you finish is not the same, baby. You're a seed in the ground right now. Your journey is just now starting. Some people are only 5 years in, 6 years in, some less than that. You got a lifetime to go. Well, wait a minute, Coach. When you say 5 or 6 years, that's a long time. Flowers bloom and they are very beautiful in one season. And in another season, they retract. It's almost like they're hibernating. You still got to take care of them. Because not taking care of them, which will mean what? That when spring comes, they won't bloom again. Hey, now, say, hey, I know we're trying to go. I'm sorry. I mean to do that. Yeah. Hey, she's like, Coach. I'm sorry, Candace. I was trying to leave, but I ain't been live in like a whole week. I'm sorry. Hey, I know we're trying to go. It's almost 10 o'clock. We're trying to go, but I'm trying to go. Like, oh, yeah. But if you don't take care of what is planted, when it's time to come up again, it won't come up. So this doesn't just end in a year. This don't just end in 2, 3, 4, 5. This is something that you do every day for the rest of your life. Why? Because when it's time to show off my harvest, when it's time for it to bloom, understand me, I want your mind gonna be the best on the block, baby. That's right. Even in the off season, when it look like ain't nothing, you out there lining up your bricks around the side of yours. You over there power washing your bricks. You want to make sure ain't no mold or mildew, none of the green slimy stuff that's on. Oh yeah, yes, baby. Yeah, when you ride by here, you gonna see greatness. When you ride by here, you gonna see intentionality. When you ride by here, you gonna see real nicely manicured. Understand me? I've been taking care of my garden. I've been yeah. Come on, I've been doing the work. Understand? I've been doing the work. Understand me? Why? Because there will be seasons in your life where you will be fasting from people. It'll be seasons in your life where you will be retracting to go and work on yourself, right? To do what you need to do on yourself. And it doesn't mean that I fell off just because you ain't seen me, just because I ain't been smiling and grinning up in your face don't mean that I ain't been doing the work. It means that I've been stealing away. Sometimes you got to steal away. Sometimes you got to steal away to get focused. Sometimes you got to pull back, right? Sometimes you got to do a full body cleanse is what we're doing in the month of September, right? Month of September, you're doing a full body cleanse, right? We going celibate for a whole month of September. Not because, yeah, communicating with the person that you with so they'll know ain't nothing going on like that. It's just that I'm doing a full body cleanse spiritually. I understand spiritually. I'm working on myself. And if you love me like you say that you love me, then you're going to understand the reason why I'm doing what it is that I'm doing, because people that genuinely love you and support you, they want the very best for you. So when you say I'm doing the month of September, it's sexual sacrifice September. If you in my boot camp, then you already know I'm going to be teaching on this on Monday 7 p.m. If you have not subscribed on all 3 of these platforms, make sure you do so, because boot camp class is every Monday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. And this month, the S in September is for sexual sacrifice. Oh, we're going to do a cleanse. Oh, yeah, I know some of y'all like, whoa, wait a minute. I signed up for boot camp, but I didn't know. Oh, no, we don't play over here. How bad do you want it? Do you want it bad enough to practice in the month of September? Desire restraints. Because we're going to get into it. And I promise you, after the month of September, you're going to look at everybody different. The way that you lay with people, the time you spend with people, the tables that you throwing your feet up under. Oh, yeah. The moment that you see the damage that you're doing to yourself spiritually. The S in September is for a sexual sacrifice. We go on celibate the whole entire month of September, doing a full body cleanse. Full body cleanse. I hope y'all ready. If you have not subscribed to my TikTok, make sure you do so. IG, make sure you do so. Facebook, make sure you do so. Classes every single Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I love each and every one of you guys, man. Every single day that you wake up and you put 10 toes to the ground, I want you to sweat yourself, tell yourself how beautiful you are and how much you love you, because it's no love like self-love, and you first have got to love yourself way before you're able to love anybody else. Of course, it's your favorite online motivational speaker, life coach, and evangelist. It's your girl, Street Poet. I absolutely love you guys, man, and I hope on today that you walked away from here feeling empowered, feeling inspired, and feeling and knowing that you are more than enough. Understand that you are different. The moment that you have that alliance, that partnership, that you sign that spiritual contract, then you are now operating with that different. And I want you to show up different, speak different, think different, move different, live different. Okay? I love you guys. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful morning. And now we'll see you guys in 12 o'clock prayer. I love you guys. I'll see y'all in 12 o'clock prayer.